have been the biggest challenges then with all of a sudden the entire business working from home? And you're a relatively small team, aren't you, really? If you think about the enormous task, what were the main challenges that you had?
I think, to Mark's point, one of the biggest ones initially was just trying to keep our finger on the pulse, really, with everything that was happening. There's so many things going on for such a small team. And when you're in the office, you can just hear conversations. You pick up on conversations. So you'll hear somebody talking about something you're going to be looking into, and you know, you instantly start working together. And that's been particularly challenging, just trying to keep everyone up to speed, you know, aware, communicating, and trying to recreate, I guess, as much of the environment you'd have in the office through this sort of remote working. So that's been particularly difficult.
Because not only did we have to understand how we as a team would work from home, whether that's operationally, project based, it's then working with the rest of the business as they went home as well, and understanding all the challenges that they had, making sure that they could work securely. And then once we'd almost moved past that, it was then trying to understand how we as a team operated working from home. An operational team working from home, and I'm sure Dan will come on to this in a minute, is a bit more difficult, because when you're in the office, you're used to having big screens all around you, you know, with all of your metrics and monitoring, and then suddenly you're at home and they're not there anymore. And the people who would be sitting next to you, who would maybe give you a little prod on the shoulder and say, "Oh, have you noticed such and such?" They're not there either. So it's that communication efforts really had to be worked on over the last few weeks.
So because obviously you said it's difficult now just to tap someone on the shoulder and say, "Oh, have you seen this? Have you noticed this?" How are the teams sort of communicating in this period of time?
I think Dan's best place to answer that. Dan Barrett's best place to answer this one. I mean, it's the teams have done a fantastic job in managing their chats and things, haven't you, Dan?
Yeah, absolutely. We've created so many different chat rooms for the individual teams, for the entire InfoSec team as well, and communication has really improved, like, day on day. And we thought it was good in the first instance, but how it is now, looking back, we can see, yeah, we were good, but now we're excellent. And like, we're just so quick to be on the pulse to say, this has happened, or can you keep an eye on this? Even when people do things like go for lunch, we've instantly got cover for someone who is away from their laptop, so that everything is still covered. And I think we're really good as a team at communicating and making sure that we're not missing anything.
Yeah, another big benefit we had, we went Google rather than Microsoft. A lot of the phishing campaigns are very, very focused on Office 365. So when you look at the percentages of sort of attack vectors, it's all weighted towards Microsoft, and we're a Google house now. So from our perspective, that cuts down on the amount of noise that comes towards us, which is fantastic.
You should get your loyalty check from Google in the post. That's a one-man advertisement for Google G Suite.
Yeah, you'll see me in T-shirts and headbands and all manner of different bits and pieces soon.
I think where we've been hugely fortunate is the technology we've got. You know, having Google to have these hangouts, that's been a massive game changer for us. You know, as a team, we tend to have regular daily catch-ups with one another, you know, just to make sure we know what's going on overnight, we know what we're doing in the day ahead. So we're trying to use the technology as much as possible to help with that.